Welcome to Lovely Green, your charmingly creepy horror channel. Enjoy the fright.
The Hollow Man. It was Halloween night, and the fog clung to the empty streets like a ghost refusing to leave. Four friends Lena, Max, Harper, and Jonah drove toward the edge of Ravenwood, a small forgotten town surrounded by dense woods. The radio played static. Even the music stations seemed afraid to exist out here. "Are you sure this is the place?" Harper asked, staring at the decaying sign. "Welcome to Ravenwood, population 213. The number had been crossed out long ago. Lena smiled nervously. "The legend says this is where the Hollow Man appears every Halloween. If we record it, we'll get 1,000,000 views easy." Max, ever the skeptic, laughed. "Yeah, and maybe Bigfoot will autograph it." They parked near an abandoned church. The bell tower loomed above, broken and black against the orange moon. Jonah, the quietest of the group, pointed to strange carvings on the church door circles, runes, and a single phrase: "He walks when the fog returns." The air grew colder as they entered. The door creaked like a scream. The air inside was thick with dust and decay. Our flashlights flickered, illuminating long-forgotten pews and rotting hymnals. Then we saw it. At the altar stood a cracked mirror, taller than any of us. Its surface was completely covered with handprints, way too many to count. "Creepy," Max muttered, tapping the glass. "Probably just local kids messing around." I set up my camera, my hands shaking a little. "According to the legend," I said, trying to sound brave, "if you stand in front of this mirror and say, 'Hollow Man, show your face,' he appears behind you." Jonah's flashlight trembled. "We shouldn't do this," but Harper just rolled her eyes. "It's Halloween. It's supposed to be stupid fun." So we stood there, one by one, and said the words, "Hollow Man, show your face." Silence. Until my camera light blinked out. Then came the whisper, right behind us. I never left. The lights died completely. In the darkness, chaos erupted. Harper stumbled over a pew. Max shouted Lena's name. The mirror glowed faintly, showing distorted versions of them moving closer. Jonah grabbed Lena's arm and pulled her toward the door, but it slammed shut on its own. Something heavy moved in the dark, footsteps dragging. Deliberate, a shape emerged, tall, thin, faceless, the Hollow Man, his head tilted at an impossible angle, as if listening to their hearts pounding. When he spoke, his voice came from everywhere at once. "You looked for me. Now look through me." The mirror shattered, and shards hovered mid-air, reflecting their terrified faces. Each fragment showed a different version, older, bloodier, some already dead. The shards spun and embedded themselves into the walls, pulsing faintly like veins. Lena tried to record, but her camera displayed only static. Behind it, her reflection turned its head and smiled on its own. When dawn broke, the church fell silent once more. The police, arriving later, found only a single soul, Jonah, wandering the desolate woods. His clothes were shredded, his eyes vacant, and he repeated a single haunting phrase over and over: "He walks when the fog returns." Lena's camera wasn't found until weeks later. The recording cuts out abruptly as the mirror shatters. But just for a split second, a final image is burned into the footage. Four indistinct figures stand within the fog just outside the church, completely still, their gazes fixed on the lens. Their faces are shrouded in mist. After that night, Ravenwood was wiped from all modern maps. It's a ghost town now. But on Halloween, the fog always rolls back in. And if you listen closely by the edge of the woods, you might just hear it, a faint, lingering whisper carried on the wind: "I never left."